Hey guys, welcome back to Roots and Refuge Farm. Maya here, and today I'm going to be hanging out with you guys because my beautiful wife is actually recovering. You might have noticed over the past week we've kind of missed a few days and Jessica hasn't been as prevalent in posting. You know, I did a vlog earlier this week, and that's because Jessica's actually been battling an infection. Now at first she was adamant and hard-headed about how she was going to treat it, and you know, she was going on a more natural side and didn't really want to go to the doctor. And you know, we don't usually rush to the doctor, but it had been long enough that I was concerned and felt like it would be wise to just go check it out, make sure nothing serious is going on. And I finally convinced her yesterday that that's what we should do. She went and she did have a really bad infection, and they did prescribe her some antibiotics, and so she's been on those for a couple of days now. She should be back to normal by tomorrow, so y'all can see her beautiful face. With her being down, you get me again, and I hope that I can fill her shoes and make it interesting. Today where I'd like to start is an area that we haven't shown a whole lot. I would like to introduce you guys to our horses. We made a lot of changes. There's a lot of changes coming. We are days away from moving them to the new pasture that we're leasing, and also we have rehomed 2 horses. My mom's horse, Red, and went to go live with my brother and his kids, and he's doing well. And we actually rehomed Clarence to some really close friends of ours that were looking for one. And so with that being the case, you know, down to 3 horses, it's way more manageable for one person. You know, honestly, the horses were something that me and my mom did together, and then with that changing, I just felt like I needed less of responsibility so I could do really well with the 3 that we have. Let's go meet them. This is Luke. Luke is Jessica's horse, and to no surprise, he is the boss of the pasture. And this is Maverick. He is my horse. He is actually the biggest horse, and he's a little sweetheart. They're mad at me because I haven't fed him yet. And the last one is Cyrus, and he's been on camera before. He's the Appaloosa, and he's the youngest, but he's also going to be for the kids. Being that he's the youngest, he has had the least amount of training, and so the methods we're going to be using to train him, he's really taken to. I really feel good about being able to train him to be safe for the kids. And so those are our 3 horses. They're about to go to 90 acres of pasture with a pond on it, and we're gonna set up our round pen over there. And so I'm looking forward to including that in videos to come. You know, one of the things that I was wanting to do today was get the quail into their cages outside, because they're still inside the tack room. But with as wet and as cold as it's being, I don't want to be out here, and honestly I don't want them to move outside and spend their first day outside with it cold and wet. So I'm gonna wait and do that hopefully tomorrow if it's nice. Another thing that we're having to stay on top of is the worm load on all of our animals, because with this much rain it always brings the worm load higher. I spent yesterday coming out and checking eyelids and administering our preventative wormer to anyone that was showing any kind of signs. After the worms have set in, it's usually a lot harder on the goat to recover than if you prevent it from the front end. And so we're really trying to stay on top of that. We've also got some does out here that are pregnant. Actually, Jessica asked me to check on a few of them and just see how they're doing. And so let's go check on some goats. Nestle is definitely one that's pregnant. I'm trying to see how she's doing. Feel her. Oh, she's got ligaments. She'll be fine. Nestle's good. Let's go check on Maggie. Oh, Maggie Mayhem, our first goat. Golly, girl, you are large and in charge. Look at that. Whew. Dang, girl. Yeah, she's still got ligaments too, so I don't think we're that close. Her udder's starting to fill up. You okay, Maggie? Actually, it's about time. This is Clover. If you can see, she's kind of got that copper coming through. That's actually a sign of needing to have more copper, and we usually do copper boluses. I think we're due is what Jessica was saying. One of the things that we're about to do once Jessica's back up and running is we'll probably do a copper bolus for the whole herd again. Look how big you are. Oh, look how big you are. You're so big. Hey, baby. Hey, baby dog. Best friends. The old Joey pig. So another cool thing that started happening again is that our ducks have been laying eggs again, which is super exciting for me. I love duck eggs, especially in baking. You know, a duck egg is more yolk than whites, and so when you use it for baking, it actually makes things more dense, is the best way I can describe it. Like banana bread is like that heavy, gooey goodness. Like duck eggs make that so much better. We've been getting like 2 or 3 a day, and I'm pretty excited about it. And I'm making a list of things for Jessica to bake whenever she's better again. So let's see if we actually have any eggs today. Looks like we got one. One's better than none. Ducks are kind of gross. They make messes. But we got one duck egg today, so I'm excited about that. I think we've got 10 or 12 inside. You know, our chickens haven't been laying, but we also don't do artificial light, partially because getting electricity out to the coop right now is kind of logistically difficult, but I thought about doing an LED solar panel light on top. We may do that. We may not. They've never completely stopped laying before like they did this year. We haven't had chicken eggs from our farm in a couple of months now, since November I think. But we may not. We may just let it ride and they'll start, you know, the days are getting longer, they'll start producing again soon. Hey Gail. What's up, Gail? What do you want? What you want? These cats really did turn out to be really awesome cats. Like, they're good outside cats, but they also are super handled and personal. Like, they'll come and sit on your shoulder, and like right now she's just purring like crazy, like rubbing up against my arm. What's up, Christopher Walken? What are you doing? Oh, shake that head. Here's Jeff. There's just not a whole lot going on the farm today. Like I said, it's cold, it's wet, it's muddy, it's so muddy, it's really hard to walk. It's gonna essentially eliminate any of the projects that I was wanting to get started or get finished today. And plus Jessica's being down, so the kids are cray because they know that mom is not at full capacity, and for some reason that just makes them more crazy. So I'm about to go inside, and one thing about Jessica, when she's not feeling well, is just she gets really fussy. And so I've got to go take care of her, which I love doing. I try to do a good job at it. That's all for today. Just say a prayer for Jessica for fast recovery, and we'll get back on top of things. I bless you guys until next time.